Well, hey y'all, Big E here from Texas. Another beautiful Saturday. What's up, Cluck? We're out back here in the shop, and we got another chicken chore. We've had a few chickens fighting over one particular bucket. Apparently, that's the golden bucket. We thought that we might build a wall roost so that just to give them more options and maybe give them another place where they like to lay, and we'll have less turmoil in the chicken house. But we love to repurpose stuff, and typically if you'd ask my wife about pallet stuff, because apparently Pinterest has a ton of different things that you can make out of pallets. Well, I've always been anti-pallet because I see pallets every day, and once I decide, yes, I can make use out of a pallet, next thing you know, I'm gonna have 100 pallets out back. So for my own good, I stay away from pallets. But this particular pallet, I did a job in Dallas. He already knows the story. But I did a job in Dallas, and it was like a 2 or 3 day job, and there was no dumpster out there to get rid of the pallet, so I had to dispose of it, and I brought it home. But this is going to be the wood that we're going to use to make our new roost, our wall roost. And I might go get a crepe myrtle branch and make like a little perch for them to get on before they go inside the roost. But let's check it out, see how it turns out. All right, now one way to get your wood is to de-nail it. But I will tell you, from past experience, this wood is super easy to split. So for me, we just rip it all the way down. We'll have a nice clean cut, and I don't have to worry about splitting the boards. Get underneath it first. Tap. Now I got a little head to grab. Angle it back a little. Well, y'all, it's Sunday. We had to cut yesterday's day short a little bit. Prior engagement. Happy third, little man. So we've de-nailed all of our boards. We've got it ready to reassemble. And what we ended up with was 9 1x4s, 42 inches long. And then 3 almost 2x4s. These suckers are oak, which made it really hard to pull the nails out of it. 48 inches long, and then a crepe myrtle tree on the property. I had to trim it up, so we're going to utilize one of the branches. I love using the crepe myrtles. They're all over Texas, but it's a smooth bark tree, and the wood holds up fantastic. So it's fantastic for chicken coops or lizard terrariums or any kind of neat little wood project you want to do. Just a real cool wood. But anywho, let's see how it turns out. Now I'm thinking a real simple design. It's going to mount on the wall. When you're building something for a chicken house, one thing that you always need to keep in mind is you don't want a flat roof on something, because if you give a chicken a place to perch, they're going to perch up there, and then once they're perching up there, they're going to poop up there. So we're going to put a pitch roof on it just to discourage them hanging out on the top, and just a simple box design. Okay, so I've changed the design a little bit. The 2x4s that came with the pallet are oak. Super great pieces of wood, but the problem is they're so heavy. I'm really concerned about that much added weight to the box, mounting it on the wall. So I found some pieces of wood. This is actually old coffee table that my wife let me know very quickly did not fit the motif, so it's been repurposed, and it's been repurposed again. So I guess the chickens will get to enjoy the coffee table. But no particular, we're not getting real fancy. This is for chickens, so, and I don't have a particular design in mind other than I want a pitch. I want it super simple, I want it light, and I want it easy to clean. So let's see what we come up with. Well, that was loud. So this is another piece of metal I sourced off the job. What I've done is I've cut it to length, and then I've pre-drilled 2 holes, top and bottom, at every divider. So that's going to help it all stabilize once it's all screwed together. I'm using pan head screws. They're nice and flat. All right, so we've made pretty much the whole frame. We've got our mounting bracket on the back of it. And the last step is going to be to cut the top. I'm going to go ahead and use a metal top because I know if I put a wooden top on there, these guys are just going to climb on top of it. So hopefully this will deter them. But I have some scrap sheet metal because who doesn't? But I'm just going to cut me a roof to put on top of it. There we got it, guys. Homemade nesting box. We'll get her installed, see how she looks. Well, y'all, finally, we're done. Got the nesting box on the wall. Started out, I was just going to use a pallet, but quickly changed direction when I realized that the 2x4s on the pallet were made out of solid oak and really make for a really heavy nesting box. Plus it's a waste of good wood. So had the old coffee table pieces, cut that up, and we improvised. Cut a piece of crepe myrtle off of the property and used it for a little perch to enter the box. And this old sheet metal, sourced off the job, but just cut a little, cut it to fit and cut a little design in it. Gives the chickens a little more breathing room, but they seem to be happy with it. Cluck has some concerns, always, but he'll get past it. So, anywho, hopefully this will help with the turmoil in the chicken house, and it'll give them more options. And we'll have a couple over here laying eggs. So we'll see how it turns out. But I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time.